Statement by Azimio la Umoja One Kenya Coalition Party on 1 year of Kenya Kwanza administration. It terms that 1 year as a grand disaster. The statement reads like this: We have had a meeting of the full house of Azimio la Umoja One Kenya Coalition Party that focused on 3 areas, namely to receive and review a report on the status of the national dialogue talks, to assess and share with Kenyans our take on 1 year of Kenya Kwanza regime, and to analyze the general health of our nation 1 year since Kenya Kwanza imposed itself on our people. Today, we will confine ourselves to 2 areas of concern: the management of the economy and its impact on cost of living, and the management of education. In the past 1 year, that is September 2022 to September 2023, Kenyans have been treated to loud claims and boasts on how great we are doing as a nation. We have been made to believe that we are first in Africa and that we are beating our quiet neighbors in every aspect of competition, and that the future is guaranteed. As the sun sets on the first year of Kenya Kwanza, it is clear that no amount of oratory or extravagant claims can hide the harsh fact that we have had an extremely disastrous and difficult 1 year, and there is no reason whatsoever for Kenyans to believe that the next 1 year will be better. Ghanaian economist and opposition leader Dr. Muhammadu Bawumia told his country, and we quote, "The lesson from history is that you cannot manage the economy with propaganda. In fact, you can engage in all the propaganda you want, but if the microeconomic fundamentals are weak, the exchange rate will expose you. We can add that the cost of goods and living will expose you." Despite the eloquent words and the confusing figures, Kenya Kwanza has been badly exposed on all fronts. As we begin the second year of Kenya Kwanza regime, it is clear we are in reckless race to the bottom. At midnight, the cost of diesel went up by Kenya shilling 21. Paraffin exposed Kenya Kwanza when its price went up by Kenya shilling 33. Petrol exposed Kenya Kwanza after rising by Kenya shilling 16. You cannot manage the economy via propaganda. 1 year later, all indicators point to the fact that life is deteriorating, not improving. The cost of every item that is basic to life has gone up. In the last 1 year, the following have happened. Number 1, the price of 1 kilogram of sugar has gone up by 61%. Number 2, the price of 1 kilogram of loose maize flour has gone up by 9.6%. Number 3, rent of a single room rose by 2.8%. Number 4, the price of 2 kg of fortified uga has gone up by 8.1%. Number 50 kilowatt electricity has gone up by 68.7%. Number 6, 200 kilowatt electricity has gone up by 48.8%. Number 7, 1 liter of kerosene has risen by 31.1%. Number 8, a liter of diesel has risen by 28.0%. Number 9, a liter of petrol went up by 22.1%. Number 10, wines and spirit went up by 9.0%. We hasten to add that these prices rises were before the development of last night. Given rise in fuel after last night, we estimate that these prices will go up by up to 70%. We are staring at a straight second disastrous year under Kenya Kwanza. In 1 year under Kenya Kwanza, our currency, the Kenya shilling, the once mighty currency in the region, has received severe beating. The shilling has lost a quarter of its value against the US dollar in 1 year. The shilling lost 20% of its value against Tanzania and Uganda shillings. In August 2022, the shilling was trading at 120 for 1 US dollar. A year later, 1 shilling is trading at 150 against 1 US dollar. The fall of the shilling comes with a great price that increases escalated cost of imports, including food. It puts tremendous pressure on parents seeking to take their children abroad or those who want to seek treatment outside the countries. The free fall of the shilling is therefore a grand betrayal of the people of Kenya by the Kenya Kwanza regime. Given the state of the economy and the promises they made during campaigns, Kenya would have expected that Kenya Kwanza would cut down the expenditure and borrowing. The regime did the complete opposite. Kenya Kwanza increased spending by Kenya shilling 400 billion, spending money it does not have and raising it by extorting more taxes from suffering Kenyans. The taxes rose at a time the overall economy has been contracting. In the second quarter of 2022, which is the first era of Kenya Kwanza regime leading to 2023, the economy grew by only 5.2%. In a similar period in 2021, it grew by 11.0%. The regime resorted to more borrowing, ignoring warning that we are in debt distress and at the risk of debt default. Without blinking an eye, the regime went against its promise to reduce borrowing and did it the complete opposite. Inadequate funding is growing into a full-blown crisis in primary and secondary school, forcing head teachers to beg from well-wishers to help finance Kenyan schools, straining parents further and threatening the high enrollment reached in recent years as many students are sent home for school fees. As a result of the weak leadership, examination integrity is back as an issue in our education. Implementation of the CBC curriculum is in chaos. Mismanagement persists at key institutions like TSC, NEC, and the ministry itself. Inequality between public and private schools is rising. The quality and capacity of day school is deteriorating. But more worrying is that parents are being forced to pay more for their chaotic and poor quality education. In the first 1 year under Kenya Kwanza, the cost of education has gone up by 225%, but the quality is not guaranteed. Fellow Kenyans, this has been a disastrous 1 year under Kenya Kwanza, and we have no good news or encouraging words to offer. There are a strong indication that things will get worse or remain the same. We, however, refuse to ask you to tighten your belt. You have done enough. The ball is squarely in the court of the regime. They either act or await the fate that has fallen other insensitive and incompetent regimes across the continent.